Roy Keane's assessment on 14 Man United stars from Cristiano Ronaldo to Paul Pogba. To say it has been an eventful season so far at Manchester United would be an understatement. From the euphoria surrounding the sensational deadline day return of Cristiano Ronaldo to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer no longer finding himself at the wheel, it's been quite the ride. Humiliation at the hands of fierce rivals Liverpool and Manchester City were the lowest points in a topsy-turvy season so far, which has also seen Ronaldo rescuing United with a number of dramatic late goals. The Red Devils have constantly hogged the headlines in recent months, with several of their former players turned pundits speaking up, but perhaps the most vocal of all has been that of United's often outspoken ex-captain Roy Keane. The football hardman hasn't held back as he's blasted the squad on countless occasions for invariably failing to show the same passionate and aggression that he did back in the day. From Cristiano Ronaldo to Paul Pogba, Mirror Football takes a look back over the often scathing assessments Keane has offered up on United stars in recent years. What has been Roy Keane's most iconic Manchester United rant so far this season? Let us know in the comments below. Just on half-time, a huge goal against City dominating possession, but this defending from Shaw and De Gea, there's not enough pressure. You have to show intensity and put pressure on. You're on the ropes to stay in the game. You're like a boxer, stay in the game. I've been crossing these fellas for years, I give up. I give up on these players. These are international players, I give up. I can't understand the defending. I give up. I drove up thinking United have a chance, but unless they do something drastic it will be another 4 or 5. But individual performances, Maguire and Shaw last week, they were a disgrace. An absolute disgrace to the club. And these are established international footballers. I heard Maguire talking during the week. He was like a robot. He was like, apologies to the fans, there was no emotion behind it. And these guys are on the back of good European championships for England. They have turned up before for big matches. But recently, and Shaw has fallen back into his old habits a few years ago. I'm fed up with his chat after games with people apologizing. Harry Maguire talking about we need to come together as a group. No, you need to sort your game out. If you're going to be the leader of that group, then you need to get the basics right. You need to do your own job. Maguire puts his hands to his ears like he's shutting his critics up, it's embarrassing. He's been a disgrace last few months for Manchester United. He scores and he thinks he's going to shut his critics up, it's embarrassing. Wan-Bissaka, I don't even think Palace would take him back now. He's not good enough for Manchester United. No feel for the ball. No decision making. What Manchester United have always had over the years, no matter talented players, is players with character and personalities. I don't see it with this group. I look back and think Man United should be competing in the Champions League, but I still don't think Pogba will drive Man United back to winning championships. I don't think he's a big leader, I don't think he's that type of character. He's done better the last few games, and obviously he did well during the week against Roma, although I thought the standard of that game was really poor. I still think Man United need to go out and get 2 world-class players, and of course it's easier said than done. I don't want to mention Fred again, because I seem to be on his case all the time. I think if you want to play for a big team in midfield you've got to hang your hat on something to say, well, you're brilliant at going forward, or brilliant defensively, or he's got a goal in him. I don't see any of them in Fred. I think Scott McTominay has got a chance of being a player. Matic, would any of these players get in the Man City team or Liverpool? Or Chelsea? I don't see it. I know they've had injuries, I understand that, but we know their quality, and when Gareth is asked about them, he says yeah I spoke to Marcus. It seems like a big conversation. It's as if there's something going wrong, there's something amiss with some of these United lads. They're young and hungry, but a change of scenery will probably do them the world of good. There's negativity around United at the moment with the bad results. There's this idea that they need to save their club and do something about it on the training pitch there. I don't think Lingard is going to get Man United challenging for titles. Jesse has done well at West Ham, and maybe they're a good fit for him. But if you're asking me do I think Lingard will get Man United winning titles, the answer is no. That's the exact words I would use, no man's land. It's been difficult, you thought he'd get a move. But he's got to get his head down at Man United. It's not easy. Not easy winning football trophies. You know Fernandes has had great praise, and over the past few months, people have been comparing him to Eric Cantona etc., but Fernandes didn't really do much tonight. The top players turn up on the big occasions. That's what Cantona used to do, they get their hands on trophies. And that's where this team is a little bit short. They probably need to have one or two more players come into the squad, no doubt, in the mentality. Maybe they need the confidence of winning a semi-final to get them over the line. Then you get momentum. It's certainly been a slow start for him. It's well and good doing well at Dortmund, but it's a different animal going to Man United, big expectations. He's maybe been overshadowed slightly with Ronaldo coming in, but I'd always give the kid a chance. He's been there a few months, nice opportunity for him tonight, but give him a chance. Ronaldo has not come back to Manchester United to sit on the bench. His stats since he came back to the club are okay. He has got some goals and some assists. This idea that he is going to start closing people down? He's not. He's a world-class player. The idea Ronaldo will close people down, he's not. But sometimes you have to work around the superstar. I've played with players who don't do the bit you hope, the Cantonas of this world, but you forgive them because they score the winning goals in tight matches.